Welcome to week 1 of the NFL.
Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And we are underway from FedEx Field. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
Mac Jones absolutely believed in himself coming out of high school. Went to Alabama despite the fact there are many high-profile quarterbacks already on the roster, and blossomed into a Heisman Trophy candidate in his final season with 41 touchdowns and only 4 interceptions. Steady, consistent as a passer, doesn't have the biggest cannon for an arm, but can stretch the field and lay those passes in on the deep ball.
They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. They'll run with Gibson. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
Let's go!
Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Jones. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. The sack there by Rasheem Green. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Jones, and that is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Antonio Gibson, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Throwing left side, it's complete. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the first down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Well, that's 3rd down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Texans now for their first drive. Leading him out, the former Stanford man. At quarterback, it's Davis Mills.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now Hunt. Nowhere to go here. He lost lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Good job over there, baby. I see y'all. Good job over there, baby.
Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line.
We call that a sack.
Jonathan Grenard just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. McCrane able to knock this one through. And it's 3-0 Washington. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mills now looks to throw on 1st down. Swings this out for Hunt. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Mills on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A 2nd down throw for Mills. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. On third down, here's Mills. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. 31 yards on the punt there. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. And here we go on the next drive for Washington. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Jones. Taking a shot for Samuel. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A huge play there for Washington. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And I tell you, from our broadcast booth, because we're pretty close to the 50, we had the best view, a bird's eye view of that throw, and it was an absolute thing of beauty to watch. Never ceases to amaze me, the arm strength of these guys.
And the final number on that throw, boy, it traveled an even 69 yards. Now Jones on 1st down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. And this is incomplete.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
Back to throw again. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. McCrane's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out comes Houston. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into 1st downs and hopefully points.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. 1st down, Mills. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A huge play there for Houston. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get 4 yards of the carry there, and we will get to the end of the first quarter of play. 6-0 our score after 1. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. This is caught. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Here's Cunningham. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes up,
and he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Only a 3-yard loss there on the sack, but more importantly, it leads to a 4th and goal.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And McManus able to put it through. So a conservative decision there, but it does put him on the board.
And I know the players hate it and the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. Yeah, they have had success on the ground, really as a team, doing well carrying the football. So maybe a little less pressure on his shoulders as the quarterback.
Any pressure he's carrying right now, that's self-inflicted, right? He's taking it on. He doesn't need to. Continue to do what you just said. Let everyone else carry the football. That's been effective. Don't have to worry about him throwing the ball in all the situations now. That's got to be a good feeling if he just relaxes and lets it keep coming to him.
Yeah, and relax and enjoy the second quarter lead. Right under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Ross Blacklock. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
3rd and long, it's Wilson. Ross Blacklock able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we drop. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Yeah, baby.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Cunningham. He completes this one to Mack. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Cunningham. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. 30. 10. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. 3rd down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
Matthew McCrane on for the PAT. And it's up and good to make the score 13-3. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to bounce that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get...
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. Here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14. Here's Cunningham from the gun. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
Let's go!
The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Pierce. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. The Texans on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Now Cunningham. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. Now a handoff looking right. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. On 3rd down, Wilson. Got a man. It's De'Ami Brown, complete. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense set to regain possession. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste, and he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown. So not a good start for this rookie quarterback, already trailing in this first half, and that's going to make things worse.
Well, back in my day, this was not unexpected out of rookie quarterbacks. That's why a lot of coaches didn't want to play them. But coming out of college now, they throw it all the time. This is a little bit unexpected, the way that he's playing here.
Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Throwing after the interception, Cunningham. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. First week of the preseason, probably not the pass, the impression that the rookie wants to leave right there.
Yeah, no probably about it, because that's not what you want to do to try and pressure your coaching staff, try to impress your locker room, and most importantly, yourself. Probably spent all night last night saying, don't throw an interception early. Make sure you take care of the football. But now he's got it out of the way. Hopefully he can just settle in and move on.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. And this one is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. A throw on target there to Milne. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again here, Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Play action. It's Wilson. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Dax Milne there to make the grab. And Washington going to add on to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
McCrane on for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Cunningham looking to throw. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click.